You remember the holiday commercial? Ding, 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 ding.
Where all the where they're all doing, and then at the
they're
very
all
end,
bells.
it goes. I forgot about that part.
I know that commercial.
As soon as you did it,
so
I remembered it. He goes,
yeah.
I have the power. I am in control.
Well, welcome.
You're on my podcast.
That's
now.
true. That's true. This is the Kyle and Somebody podcast.
This is mine.
This is Itchy Lemire.
Itchy Chrome Dome. Itchy Dome.
Welcome
And
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
And this is another episode, a very festive episode of the Itchy Sweater podcast. Yeah.
I really was hoping that was the right button.
It was, yeah. I was like really paying attention to your finger, and I was like, oh, well, okay, there we go. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, he's got it.
I knew it was the bottom one, but I was like, which one is it?
Yeah, which bottom?
Because otherwise we would have got a
It would have been a joke.
joke. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hilarious. It's actually April Fool's. But welcome to a festive episode of the Itchy Sweater podcast. We are the authority.
Ooh, we're not people today. We're the authority.
We're just the authority. We're the law.
These make me so happy.
Yeah.
This is when I go home and I tell my wife, you listen to me here, bitch.
Just going on a power trip.
I just beat her and throw her downstairs.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's what I do. Allegedly.
We do not condone acts of violence against spouses here.
No, never.
On the Itchy Sweater podcast.
No.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Nudge. Inside joke, people. Chill.
We would never. But
go listen to our older episodes. You'll find it.
Yeah, a bunch of spousal abuse. Allegedly.
Alleged spousal abuse.
Alleged spousal abuse. But anyway, we are doing a Christmas tier list. Christmas, not just any Christmas tier list. We are doing a Christmas candies tier list. The ultimate Christmas candy.
Ultimate. I feel like it's not the ultimate, but a lot of this stuff.
Why do I feel like something is missing?
It's got it. There is something missing. There.
Oh,
what?
I know what's missing.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's get into it first.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Would you like to give our disclaimer about being the authority, big guy?
Yeah, well, I would love to. We, like I said, are the authority. There is no arguing. There's no back talk. There's no, this should have been, nah. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's what it's.
It's what it's.
And that's a platitude. And you would know that if you watched our platitude episode.
Ooh. That's not a shout out. That's a call out.
That's a callback.
To all of you.
Call out and a call back.
I want you to listen.
Yeah.
Just go do it.
Listen to that's actually not doing too bad on the viewed list.
Oh really?
Yeah, so people have been watching that one. It's
it's
not Horton Here's a Podcast.
Oh,
but that was number one for the longest.
Dude.
And I admittedly, that was a really funny podcast. It was our first.
That was very fun.
And we came out of the gate blazing.
We'll have to talk about that on our next BS episode.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up.
But
what a throwback.
Oh yeah, very very first, man. Like it took. We talked about this too. How long it took us to get to just the one because of so many technical issues we were having.
That was like the first 20 minutes of the podcast.
My God.
Oh, all right. Well,
but anyway,
let's get into it.
Let's get into it. At the top, we got goated. After that, we got hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Then we got good. Then we got and then we got lame AF. So those are the categories that they can be in. Goated is at the very, very tippy top. That's why it's in all caps.
I feel like the first one kind of, because we're going left to right.
We are going left to right because we're Americans.
And I feel like the first one just automatically goes to goated.
And it's not, it does. And it's not only just, like you see these, I think, more on Christmas, but these are not just a Christmas treat. These sweet frosted cookies with the sprinkles on them.
Sugar cookies, man.
These sugar cookies, you see them all year.
You do.
But it's something about Christmas time.
Holidays.
Yeah, where they make they sell like hotcakes.
It's always holidays, Thanksgiving, or Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Never throughout the other times
Actually,
of the
you
year.
know what? That's not true.
Easter.
And Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
where they're like
all
always
right.
pink and they have the heart sprinkles.
Kind of like that one.
Yeah.
Except I don't think that has hearts on it.
No. And then you have St. Patrick's Day where it's the green frosting
Damn, you're killing me.
and
now.
the
All
green
right.
and white sprinkles.
So this is a half of the year kind of cookie.
Yeah.
Just through
It's
half
all
the
through.
year.
It's actually all through the year. From
Celebrate.
the only time, yeah, it's a celebration cookie. The only time you don't see it is in a month without a holiday,
like June.
basically.
June. You're like
Because July 4th ones,
Yeah,
you
the
have
red
the
and blue.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have the red, white, and blue coloration.
And then, I mean, what do you have in June? End of the school year? Yay!
They're just regular sugar cookies.
it's like on there. It's a rotten apple that they got at the beginning of the year. It's like, thank God this year is over.
Oh, and actually, wow, I'm thinking about other things that isn't on here now
Oh,
too.
nice.
One is actually on my counter, but we'll talk about that.
In that box right there.
Yep, in that box. What's in that box is actually also not on this list. We'll talk about it. So I got two things in my mind that we got to talk about. But yes, sugar cookies, forever, goated.
I'm gonna be staring that thing down, trying
Yeah.
to figure out what's in it this whole time.
I'm gonna break it out.
I feel like I know what it is, but
Yeah,
I'll guess before you get it out.
for sure. Or maybe what I'm thinking about is actually more Thanksgiving. We'll talk about it.
We'll do it at the end.
Yeah. Next is the old classic, peppermint cane. Now, I want us to be honest here. And this is where I start talking about what we're basing this off of. We're basing this off of one flavor, off of historic
We're basing
value.
these off of one flavor. Ooh.
No, the flavor itself.
All of these? Because like those M&Ms, I don't believe. I don't get those during.
We're
Christmas.
basing this off of the holiday flavors themselves
Okay.
and historical relevance.
Okay.
And also maybe a little bit of nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Okay. All right. That can throw it in perfect for me. Okay.
Okay.
I don't like candy canes.
Okay.
I think they're lame AF, but
Yeah.
that's just because I'm not a peppermint guy.
Okay.
I don't care for them.
Okay.
Now, decorations wise, you can definitely get away with decorating a tree or something around, say, the office.
You know, it's funny because I feel like they're more of a decoration now.
I think they are.
I don't think people are really, really munching on candy
Well,
canes
and-
unless you're in like an office setting
Yeah.
and you got one in your hand and you just want something in your mouth.
I give
Something
you something to
sweet.
put in your mouth. It ain't gonna be sweet though.
That's why I'm not putting it in my mouth.
Okay. Anyways, you know the problem with these things though is they're so fragile.
They are.
You know, you go to put them on the tree and just one little hit,
Yeah.
it breaks the whole thing.
Yeah, that's why it adds to the intricacy of a good, well-made Christmas tree.
A good, well-made decoration.
Yeah, when you got the ornaments on there, cool. You got the star at the top, cool, or whatever you want to put at the top.
Yeah.
Some people put the whole different things at the top. But the reason, the way you see someone really put their heart and their soul into that tree is if all those candy canes are in pristine condition.
Now here's the thing. You don't have a tree in your place.
Correct.
I have a tree at Tim's
Mm-hmm.
because they're staying with him right now, and it doesn't have any candy canes on it. Does that mean we are unappreciative, non-Christmas celebrating people?
You are unfit to have a Christmas tree.
I'll make sure I go tell
And
them.
I will be calling the authorities. Make sure you're not home.
Damn it! Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody there right now, so
Okay. I'll wait for an opportunity because somebody's going to jail.
wait till about 1.
Okay, so somebody's going to prison. All right. So candy canes. I mean, based on flavor,
Here's-
you don't like them.
No.
I'm not. I like peppermint, but I don't like just peppermint. I like peppermint and other stuff,
But-
which we'll get to.
If we're going off of taste, nostalgia,
Historical
content,
content,
I
or
mean-
historical relevance. They're
dude,
goated.
it's goated. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
You see them everywhere. I mean, once the candy cane gets brought out,
Yeah.
like people are walking around with candy cane canes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Candy
You know?
cane canes. The color,
around
the red
around,
and white.
like, light posts and stuff.
Light
like,
posts.
You know what it is.
You were putting something on this list inside a candy cane package on Christmas time.
Once you see that, you know Christmas is out and about.
Oh, absolutely. So based on just historical relevance in general,
They're goated.
goated.
I think you're right, though. I think they are more of a decoration these days, though.
Yeah.
I really do.
Now, the one at the bottom, the one after this, the one next,
Nah. Lame.
lame AF.
Lame.
Because they're just the peppermints.
I mean, the only time you see these throughout the year is like at the end of the dinner at Olive Garden. They give you, little mints.
Yeah.
It's like clean your breath, or
Yeah.
make your breath smell better. You
At least a little bit better.
Slob.
Yeah, because you just ate a lot of Italian food,
Yeah.
which is drenching in garlic.
And garlic.
So you're gonna need that.
So other than that, nobody buys them.
Nobody. Yeah. These used to be loose in my grandmother's purse because the package was so flimsy they fall out.
Grandma, you got some gum? No, but I've got these, half broken
Loose peppermints,
hard
candy.
They're out of the. It's still halfway in the wrapper, but I've got the other half in my purse somewhere.
Or you know what you'd have as a grandma? Werther's Original.
Oh Lord. But here's the thing. Werther's Originals were actually somewhat decent. These I just can't stand.
Remember when they tried to spice it up and they tried to give different flavors of Werther's?
Oh my gosh.
I remember they would mix different flavors
like
within
I
it
do.
and all that stuff, and they were trying to make it cool. I think they even had Werther's chews.
They did.
Yeah.
They did, and I think they were the same consistency of like a
original.
Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, basically, because that's kind of what they were.
super
Because if you
hard.
make them soft, that's basically what they are. It's like a
Yeah.
caramel Tootsie Roll.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I mean, they were good, but
you're fine.
yeah.
Next, you got the good. You got the chocolate candy.
You know what?
Decorative.
They were. This one's just got the Santa Claus on there, but they weren't just Santa Claus.
No, you had a bunch of different ones. You had
there was
Christmas trees. You had reindeer.
The reindeer.
You had all kinds of different Christmas designs.
snowmen.
And sometimes you would open it up and it'd have little crunchies in there. Sometimes it'd have little nuts or some type of filling. Sometimes it'd be like a white cream, like a marshmallow cream
I think
filling.
majority of the time though they were just hard chocolate.
Most times, yeah.
Yeah,
It was just milk chocolate.
Wasn't a huge fan. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd eat them, but
I'm gonna go ahead and say good.
yeah. No, I remember getting these in stockings.
Yeah.
Like I've coupled few, something like that, a couple times at least.
Yep.
But I've seen them somewhere else though, other than the stockings.
Yeah.
And
Because
I
they would
can't-
be in stores too.
And maybe that's
But they
what
would
I'm
be
thinking.
random.
Yes,
They were
very
never
random.
in a set location. They were always strewn about the place.
And it wasn't in the
It
candy
wasn't with
section.
the candies.
It was with the shortbread or something like that. You're like, why is this over here? It's on the end cap, way down here.
It's like they didn't know where to put
It's
them.
next to the toothpaste. What are they saying here? Even the tag is over here. It wasn't like somebody just put it away.
Even the peppermint is in candies.
And that's not even a candy.
You put these over by the freaking notebooks. And
Someone made a decision here.
yeah, the school supplies. But yeah, they're good. I never had they're not bad.
No.
They're fine. You open one up and it's going to at least be delicious. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah. And historical relevance, I mean,
Oh yeah.
I've seen them every year. Even if I didn't get them in my stocking, I still saw them every year.
I also thought they were the perfect size.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, they were, the size of your pointer finger?
Yeah.
It really wasn't that big.
No. And they were about probably that wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't
nice.
It wasn't overdone.
Yeah.
They were, you know what?
It was enough chocolate.
I feel like the wrapping, though, usually...
It was like aluminum foil.
Yeah, but it wouldn't just tear off. You had to grab it a couple times to get it off of there. It wasn't.
There was
always,
a sweet spot.
Maybe
that's what it was.
is.
Because with the foil, it was wrapped from the front.
Yes,
And then
Yes.
behind is where
where
you
they
try to
pinched
find
it.
that tab. You try to find that little bit that's lifted up, and then it will come off seamlessly. But you also still had to check because there might be a piece of foil stuck to the candy itself. You had to make sure that it wasn't a piece still stuck in there.
when you know the whole thing about parents checking
Razor
candy.
blades.
Yeah. Did they ever tell you to check it during Christmas?
No, because you weren't going door to door.
I'll show this little fucker something. Yeah, check that candy. Eat that raisin.
Can you
I mean, raisin bran.
Yeah. The carolers are going door to door, but they're getting something else on this list.
Getting punched in the face.
That's not on this list.
Quit screaming at my door. Sir, we're singing.
The gun you were looking up.
I thought that was a punch.
No, he brings out the gun.
Listen.
Bolt action, blacked out.
God. Get off of my porch. I'm spitting on this thing.
I know, but next is Pez.
Oh, dude. Pez. Do they still make Pez?
Yeah,
They do?
yeah. You got to find them at like
How are
novelty
they in
stores.
business anymore?
Well, you can't just find them in a well. Maybe you can find them at a roast. I haven't looked for them,
I haven't either.
but I had one.
I'm going to look now.
Yeah, I know. I had one for years, a very long time.
You had
was
one?
Yeah.
Like a single one?
Just a single one.
Dude, I feel like I went through the first package and then ditched the little extractor thing.
Yeah.
And just broke off the little pieces from the brick. I was like, all right, enough of this shit.
You're just taking this right from the source.
It's like, give me the package.
Like this uncut heroin that you were just going right into. You didn't do that thing where they open it, like where they cut the little hole in it, they put it on their pinky and they go, well, that's pure. That's pure. You just fucking opened it up and like dumped it.
Uncut grade A Pez. Cops are breaking in. Show me your hands. Where's the drugs?
All right, you got a Pez in both hands.
He's like, you'll never find him, copper.
Yeah.
Throw the Pez down the
Yeah.
drain and flush the toilet. and
white
get
powder
shot.
over your mouth.
Chocolate, or not chocolate, powdered donuts on the table. We know you got the powder here.
Right, it's just Pez. But these, I mean, I had
are-
one. I wanted to collect them all.
I can't believe you had one.
I had one, but I only had one because my parents never got around to buying me another one. They were cheap.
True.
They were very cheap. Not my parents.
I was gonna say, which one's your parents?
Yeah,
or the candy?
the Pez.
They
were
were
cheap.
very cheap.
I think they're cheaper now.
They might be. I
Yeah.
don't think anybody buys them.
Yeah, but yeah, like I wanted to get a whole bunch of them. I wanted to get the one on here, like the Winnie the Pooh, and I think the one I had was Snoopy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I wanted to get all kinds. I wanted to get all kinds of different ones, but
I think I had like a Buzz Lightyear or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know what I had.
well, they came out with different.
Remember?
With different things, different ones came out.
How did you load yours? Did you do it the right way and put it? What is it? You put it from the bottom, and then the whole thing.
That's
it
the
takes
thing.
The whole wrapper
That's
off.
the thing. I didn't.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
I didn't know about
know
that
I was
until I was an adult.
Yeah, it was like like the loaders you put in like your magazines.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of those.
And then you push it down. You like slam it down, and it takes the whole wrapper off.
Yeah, I did not know that. I was just like loading it from the
yeah. You
how
open it up and then
yeah
put them in.
And you put them in, yeah.
And then push it down a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. And then you pop one out.
Yeah. Then you pop another. Then you another. Then another.
It's kind of funny how you have to decapitate the character to get the Pez out. But I mean,
Dude, just off of nostalgia and
maybe hell yeah.
I'd put hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's everybody knows what a Pez dispenser
Everybody
is.
knows what a Pez dispenser is.
I think my kids even know what a Pez dispenser is.
Oh yeah.
And Mason just turned 7 and Riley's 3. Like, they're like, yeah, candy.
That's what I'm talking about,
I'm like,
man.
you guys know what that is? What the
Yeah.
hell?
Now these, I am struggling with the name of these.
The gumdrop buttons.
Yeah, the gumdrops.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
For some reason, I kept wanting to call them dots.
I think they are dots.
Well, they are, but they're different.
Dots,
These are
dots are a little different.
yeah.
No, I'm thinking of snow caps.
Well, dots don't have any frosting on them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's really about it. They're just smooth.
I think I'm thinking of the snow caps. Isn't that what it is?
Is that what they are?
We have Google at our fingertips. But
these, yeah, we did a little quick Google search. But
yeah, they're not snow caps.
Yeah.
They are dots, but they're like the off-brand dots that have the sugar around the top. Like they were dipped in sugar when they were still kind of warm and molded.
Uh-huh.
And they were very chewy. But
Yeah, they were.
I don't remember really getting these. Like, I remember finding these at people's houses. Like,
Yeah.
their parents got them for them, but my parents never, they never, like, got them for me. Like, you would always know somebody that, like, had them or, like, a grandparent that had them at their house.
I asked for these probably once.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it?
They were fine.
Yeah. Was
I mean-
it a big mistake or? You were just like, "Yay, chewable candy," and then you got done. And you were like, "This shit sucks."
I was so indifferent, but when I asked for them, of course I was fine with it because it was sugar. But they're basically like just frosted dots. They're not snow caps. The funny thing about snow caps is you took me to another place when I saw the snow caps. Like nostalgia just rushed to my head, and I was like, "Oh
man,
crap, snow
right?
caps!" But but yeah, I think these are basically frosted dots.
Yeah.
And they're fine. I think dots are better though. If you just get dots, actual dots, they're better.
Yeah,
They're not like these.
I think they're supposedly better. These ones I remember eating, and they had that kind of grainy, like you could taste the little grains of sugar, like
Yes, you
the
could.
little granulated sugar.
It was
pieces.
rough. Yeah, it will like get between your teeth.
Yeah, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's chewy," and then you,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, that was weird."
It's like eating tiny rocks.
yeah, but it had a chewy filling, like the rock had a chewy filling.
Yeah. Interesting. Next up, we got a candy that I have very mixed feelings about.
I can't read it. What is that?
Those are like those marshmallow filled little caramel candies. They're chewy. And they
Gosh,
get
you
a
guys
little
are
bit
gonna hear me just adjusting my microphone this whole time.
more chewy
They're like
when you go into it.
Is it like cow's tails?
Yes.
It's like that, but the
kind of like that. But they're I wish I could zoom in from here.
Gets his old fashioned caramel
Creams.
That's what they are. It's caramel with like marshmallow in the middle.
Yeah, it is.
These I remember being like kind of really freaking chewy,
They were.
but I don't
And-
remember them being bad.
They weren't bad. They were awkward.
Yeah,
They were awkward to eat because you're eating this caramel, right? And then as you chew,
it gets super.
cream just starts to like just seep into your
Yeah, you're like, what the hell is this?
And it's like the candy was like ejaculated in your mouth. And then it's like, okay, this is good, but this is also kind of weird.
You're like-
and it's just like you're getting like the chewiness with also this creaminess. And it's like it's so
Yeah.
awkward to eat.
Chew me, daddy.
It's
Chew me. Oh God.
it's an experience. Eating these candies is an experience.
It's like-
and you don't want to keep these in a hot area.
no, because you can't get the wrappers off.
No, and they would melt and they would look they would be disgusting.
Yeah,
But,
caramel cream candies.
I don't know how to feel about these. I mean, they're good.
I'm in between good and eh.
I'm gonna
Put them in good.
I'm gonna put them in good.
Yeah. I think the eh about them is the cream part.
Maybe so.
You're just like,
Yeah, because I don't know how to feel about it, and it was cooling.
Yes.
It was like a cooling cream.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was like,
why
oh,
is this
okay.
cream a different temperature?
Yeah. It's weird because you get like the room temperature caramel, and you're like, God, this is chewy. And then you get the cream, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a rush.
Did you ever ask for these? Or have
I think
these?
I was only handed these. I never got to ask for them. I don't think I've ever really seen them in a package.
I don't think we ever see it. This is another one, like the dots. This is something that somebody had at their house.
Yeah,
Randomly
in a wrapper,
from, like,
sitting somewhere.
from their grandparents.
Yeah, I don't
from
know
the
what.
1950s.
Yeah, I don't know what the original package of these looks like.
I don't know either. I think that the actual I think they came in a bag, a clear bag. That's what I looked on the Amazon thing. You could get a bag that's clear.
Oh, okay. You couldn't. I wouldn't know.
It's so weird.
I wouldn't know.
They just kind of show up like
Yeah.
the watermelon candies.
Yes.
They just show up out of nowhere. You're like, where the hell?
Why?
are these
Yeah.
from?
Where do those come from? Okay. Anyway,
The watermelon fields.
next up we got Ghirardelli.
Oh, Ghirardelli's.
Okay, is that how you
Now,
say it?
That's a
Now these are the mint chocolate.
Yeah, that's a mint one.
Yeah, these are like the.
But we're gonna do all Ghirardelli's.
Okay. Now they do have a specific one for Christmas. It's like a peppermint bark Ghirardelli.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about all Ghirardelli or just the peppermint bark?
Here's a problem because I was obviously, as we know, peppermint is not my thing, so I would not try it.
Okay.
But
They're delicious, by the way.
Tried, I think almost all the other ones,
Okay.
and I think it's the blue one. It's sea salt and caramel.
Ooh.
Oh Lord!
You better quit.
Yeah.
Stop right now. Let's go to
No.
CVS real
Let's
quick.
do it, dude.
But
Ghirardelli, I think is. It's not the. It's not overlooked by any means.
no.
But, you go to the store and you see them and you're like, Ghirardellis, those are good. But when you eat them, you're like, oh my God, these are amazing.
Yeah.
And I think it has to do with like the filling.
It has to do with the filling.
It's a brick. They're hard.
Yeah, they're hard.
They're hard to break open.
Yeah.
But once you take that first bite and you get that little bit of filling, you're like, oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah. The problem is, though, they're so decadent.
Oh, very.
And they have the box, like the little box that they come in.
Yeah,
that you're paying
what is
for.
It, like a triangle box or something?
It's like it looks like, where is it? It's like this box right here on the list. But look right here.
Jesus.
It's like that.
Where? Oh, yeah.
They come in that package, or they come in like the Kit Kats do.
Yes.
If you want to get like,
I've seen that one. Yeah.
So they have different packaging for them, and you're going to pay for it. They are pretty.
Oh, they're
pretty pricey.
Oh yeah.
But the problem is when I get something, when I go to the candy section that these are in, I'm trying to get something that I want to gorge on. I'm not going to pay $20.
Oh, I was right. I'm trying to figure out how to spell Ghirardelli, and it's GH. I was right.
Yeah, it's I want to eat a lot of it, but I can't eat a lot of Ghirardelli because I paid a hefty price for it.
Holy Lord!
So the price for them. What?
There's a holiday gift box. It's an assortment of squares for $28.72.
Yeah,
on Amazon.
Yeah,
and I think you get
that's inflation, baby.
Oh yeah. Looks like you get dark chocolate raspberry, milk caramel. Oh, dark chocolate sea salt caramel, baby. It is the blue one. I was right. But you can get that. Oh, and there's a milk chocolate. So you get 4 different squares. Dark chocolate raspberry sounds really good too.
Oh, that one is good.
That's probably
I've had it.
Smacks.
I've had it. That one was really good.
But you probably, dude, for that much, for that big ass box.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably get at least like 50 of them.
But I want to eat like
all of them.
10.
No, I don't eat them all.
I'm not going to eat all 50.
I want to. I'm not going to, but I want to because they're freaking amazing.
But the thing is, like, you're going to pay a lot for Ghirardelli, but you want to gorge on them. Yeah. But you're not really, you can't really because it's so expensive, and it's like, and it's going to catch up to you too.
Oh,
because if you eat too many of these, like, you're really going to feel it.
Yes.
Like, that sugar is going to hit you, and it's like going to be really like, oh, that was a little bit much because they're so damn decadent.
Now, did you ever get these during Christmas?
Yes.
I think I did towards like the end of being with my parents, like celebrating Christmas in the morning with them under their house.
Yeah.
I think we got those quite a bit.
They were a stocking stuffer.
They were, and they were so good.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put these in hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, not goated.
Not goated.
Definitely hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you want to talk about goated.
You want to talk about goated.
Something that it doesn't matter who you are.
I'm putting them up there already.
Every single stocking stuffer had Hershey's Kisses.
Absolutely. And they do have I think they have 2 different holiday versions of these Hershey's Kisses. They're already in goated, don't worry about it. I think they had it wasn't peppermint, but it was peppermint coating. It was like the red and white around it, but it was actually chocolate. Have you had those?
Sorry. Which ones?
It was it had the coating of this. It looked like this.
Yes.
But it was chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah. So they had those.
They had like a white chocolate. They had one that was red.
Yeah.
A red chocolate one. I think they had a green one.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing too.
They have different
wrappers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual chocolate was a different color. I remember those.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yes.
So you remember the holiday commercial? Ding 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 ding.
Where they're all doing, and then at the
they're all
end,
bells.
I forgot about that part.
I know that commercial.
As soon as you did it, I remembered it. He goes,
yeah. We all know the Hershey's Kisses holiday commercial. I'm sure they're playing it now. December 1st is when they kick it off. I think sometimes they do it even a little earlier. But yeah, the holiday Hershey's Kisses, man, like they're in every stocking. They're in every little candy pouch. If you go to the store and you get that candy cane shaped package, they're going to be in there when you get the assortment. When you get the assorted version, that's how it is.
So I had to do a little research here, but do you know why they're called Kisses?
Tell me, big fella.
So it says the Kisses chocolate, got its name. One of the stories is that the machines that extrude the Kisses chocolate made a sound like a kiss. Another possibility, because there's a bunch of stories that they say, another possibility was that the kiss was a common confectionery term at the time to refer a small piece of candy, and that Milton Hershey was smart enough to protect his own product's popularity by registering the trademark in 1921. That doesn't really make sense to me, but
Good old Milton.
yeah, and we also learned that they were in production since 1907 to 1942.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped until 1947 because of the rationing of aluminum during World War II, and then since 1947, they have nonstop made these little bastards.
Interesting.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
You know where I always remember seeing these besides my stocking? In a glass bowl on someone's counter.
Yeah.
Either in the middle of a table.
Yeah.
Or on like a counter by like the living room or something.
That's where they were.
They always had these.
Yep.
And they were red, green, and silver. Now, yes, we know that they make different colors and different kinds.
For sure.
But those three were always during the holidays.
Christmas time. Yeah. Like in a glass bowl on someone's table during the holiday season. All the decorations are up and they got Hershey's Kisses in the bowl.
I remember always seeing these things and going, like they always have these. What the heck?
Now, these are already engoated. And I hate to change the subject so quickly, but when you have the glass bowl with the Hershey's Kisses, these were also in there.
What?
These right here, these Reese's.
I never saw those in there.
Those were almost always, when I went to my dad's house, those were always in the bowl with the Hershey's Kisses.
Is Todd a Reese's guy?
Oh yeah,
I love him even more.
And he likes snacking.
Oh no, who doesn't?
Yeah, well he's
snacking.
He's got here's the thing.
He doesn't eat meals, he just snacks.
Well, no, he does.
Oh, okay.
But I get my snacking from my dad because he never had, like, if you had a candy, like, he wouldn't go get a candy bar. He would get the bag of candy bars. He would get like the bite size. Yeah, like the mini ones, and he would like snack on those that. And he loves jelly beans.
Really?
Yeah, he keeps a big old jar of jelly beans right next to his chair.
I can't.
I'm gonna turn it to my dad. I'm gonna get like a little table right there, right next to my chair. I'm gonna keep a big jar of something. It might not be jelly beans, but it's gonna be a big jar of something.
Just freaking handfuls of them, shove it in your mouth.
Yep. Todd Combs Jr. already exists.
Jelly beans all over the chair and the table, and I'm like, Derek, what the hell?
Hey, one of my older brothers, his name is already Todd Combs Jr.
You can be Todd Combs
There's gonna
Jr.,
be another
Jr.?
Todd Combs Jr. Jr.
Junior.
There's gonna be a Junior squared.
Junior squared.
But these,
that's funny because was I looking at your Facebook the other day?
What, did I look like my dad?
But I was. Well, no,
I do.
It's not far off.
Yeah, we all have our dad's faces.
I don't think I've seen your mom though.
I don't think you have either.
Does she have Facebook?
She used to.
Oh, okay. But I remember going through. There was something I was looking at on your Facebook, and I saw Todd Combs. Then I saw Todd Combs Jr.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Yeah, and we all got our dad's face. Even my sister Mimi, she's got our dad's face.
Is that the one that's here?
No, that's Tremaine.
Tremaine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
anyways, back to the Reese's.
Reese's is kind of like the sugar cookies too, because like during Easter time you get the eggs.
Yes.
And during Christmas time you get the trees.
Or I think you even get the jack-o'-lanterns.
Yes.
For Halloween.
And sometimes you get the
hearts.
The hearts
for Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm trying to think of them all now. You don't get any flags or anything for
4th of July. I don't think so. I don't think
that might be it.
Yeah, I think so.
That might be one that
they do like kind of the major holidays, except for 4th of July. Thanksgiving?
No, they don't do anything, I don't think.
Okay. I think they're just regular Reese's for Thanksgiving.
Maybe I bet you they might have.
Probably.
They might have, and it was like...
Maybe a turkey shaped.
Yeah, or like a cornucopia or something.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a big word for me. Cornucopia.
Yeah.
I can't believe I remember that. Holy crap. I saw it in my head, and I'm like...
Yeah.
Cornucopia.
Yeah.
But these...
100%.
I always had Reese's in my stocking.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what it was.
Uh-huh.
It could have been Reese's. It was all. You know what it usually was? It was either the miniatures that were just dumped out.
Yep.
Or stacked in the candy
And the candy cane, yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And that was the little tubes. Oh, man. You know what I usually did, though? Is I ripped off the top, and I just dumped him in my bag.
No, I don't think anyone opened them properly.
No.
Because you couldn't.
Did you rip them off, too?
Because they're so dang freaking hard to get open.
It's hard. I think
that tape was insane.
I think it had to do with the plastic.
Yeah, and that tape.
Yeah.
God.
But always had these in because I love Reese's. Only person
Chocolate
I know
and peanut butter, man.
that loves Reese's as much as me or more than me is Kayla's brother, Brandon. That was like one of the things we bonded over.
Going crazy over them.
We were just like, dude, Reese's, love Reese's.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
They're amazing.
Goated.
I love Mr. Reese's.
Goated is what they are.
Reese's or whatever his name is. Yes, goated.
Now here we have M&M's.
Oof.
Now we could do a tier list on M&M's alone.
Oh my gosh.
But we're talking kind of specifically the holiday type version of things. These are more for the color than they are the taste.
Oh, yes.
Because they don't really have any holiday M&M's, do they?
I think just the color.
Just the color.
I don't think anything. I mean, we could probably stop right now and look it up, but we're not doing that.
As far as I know, it's just the color. They do have different ones, of course, like the crunch and then the peanut butter.
Yeah,
and
they've got different flavors, but I think they did a peppermint one.
Maybe. And if that's the case, then
that might be what that is.
Maybe it is.
I
can't zoom in from here, but yeah.
But that's also in a that looks like it's in one of those resealable bags from here. Guys, when we're looking at this, we're
and they're
like
nice.
10 feet from a TV looking at this right now.
Yeah, I got it blown up on the TV. My laptop is also the same length away from me as the TV is, so I can't even touch my laptop. I'm using a wireless mouse to navigate. Other than that, I am completely hands off.
If anybody cares to prove us wrong,
yeah,
I mean,
you can look at the tier. You can look at the list when it gets uploaded.
It doesn't matter if you prove us wrong, obviously, because we're the authority. But
exactly, it doesn't really matter.
Do what you want. Anyways.
Help us, but don't.
Yeah.
Help us, but don't help us.
Yeah,
because we're the authority.
Yeah.
Honestly,
maybe we should quit telling them that. That's why they won't comment on anything. Shots fired. Or sorry.
Yep. Now these are just good.
Yeah. Okay. So the candy, it's an M&M.
It's
M&Ms are good. Don't get me wrong. Same thing as the Kisses.
Yes.
Clear glass bowl. Dump them all in.
Yeah.
They're there. Everybody would just throw their whole hand in there and get as many as they could.
Now here's the thing. Was it the unsanitary way where they were just kind of loose in a bowl, or were they in the packaging?
Loose.
Like yeah. Why did we do that?
That's why
that's
we
so
don't
dirty.
That's why we never got sick as kids.
What?
We just shared our germs with everybody.
That was such a bad idea. I mean, we just have a bunch of loose M&Ms in a bowl, and people are just grabbing.
In the long run, yeah.
Even then,
but I mean, we're still here. We ended up turning out okay, I guess.
Yeah, we're fine now. Like, we're still alive, sure. But I'm sure I had some unnecessary sicknesses just because of that.
I want to know if the parents were like, if they, between them all, they were like, hey, just don't touch the M&Ms. Those are for the kids. They're going to come in here after they play outside and get them.
Yeah.
And then we would all run in the door.
Be ravenous.
Everybody would run through except that one kid. He'd be like, ooh, M&Ms. Grab them and then run away. And you've got like dirt all over your hands.
Yeah.
And then
it was a feeding group.
Or sweat or whatever it was.
Whatever.
Come back through and another kid would be like, ooh, M&Ms.
Yeah.
Run away with another handful, and you're like, yep, those are for the kids. I'm not touching them.
I don't believe the news. COVID didn't start in China.
It started with M&Ms.
Yeah, it started with M&Ms right here in America.
It started wherever M&Ms are made.
No, it started in whatever house had like just a bare bowl of M&Ms, the most.
They shared it with a bat.
COVID originated in a Indianapolis household.
Yeah, okay, Wuhan, okay. Sure, Wuhan, huh?
Yeah, we did it. It wasn't you guys.
No, it was definitely America.
But yeah.
Dang dirty hands.
Speaking of things that are
ready?
Nostalgia.
Sewing kits,
baby. Like nostalgia alone. You know what? Goated. It's simply for nostalgia, because we didn't give a damn about the cookies.
No. I don't know if I ever ate one of those.
I
Honestly,
actually had the privilege.
I don't know
of
if I have.
eating these shortbread cookies, baby. And I also, and like any other family, I remember the tin being reusable for
all the
sewing
time.
for sewing material.
I don't know if I ever saw anything else in those containers.
No, it was always sewing
I
material.
think you're right.
Or maybe like little knickknacks for stuff like
Something,
beads.
yeah.
You know, but
Beads, yes,
beads.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of
Little-
different beading.
Little thimbles of whatever you call those.
Oh, the
string.
for sewing. Yeah, like the sewing
All
string.
those, like, it's
Yeah.
just stupid shit.
Yeah, just like little arts and crafts. But they were originally they were for the shortbread cookies, which are actually kind of historically good shortbread cookies, and they're fine. They're really good, but they're not for eating cookies. That tin, you get that tin and you throw the cookies out and you put your sewing kit material.
You know what's very similar to this?
What's that?
Is the Country Crock butter
Yes.
containers.
Yes.
We would grow up with them, and you'd be like, "Oh, I need somebody get the butter." You'd grab it. It's like potatoes.
Yeah.
And you're like, "What the hell?" You put it back. You go get another one. It's like chili. You're like, "Wait a minute, what the hell?"
Yep, 100%. Yeah, so this is goated simply for the fact that everybody who had this container in their home, the cookies were long gone.
I don't.
The
know.
cookies were gone the day of.
and it's not even because they were great. It was just
Yeah. But it wasn't that many either. They came out like a circle.
they did.
And you would eat it. Like
Did they
it
have
would
some-
take if you were being conservative,
Yeah.
it would take you a day and a half to eat them.
I don't know. That came with a lot of cookies, didn't it? Because didn't it go around in a circle?
Yeah,
and then
but they were
like
small.
4 or 5 different ones in the middle.
Yeah, but they were small.
Yeah.
So it didn't take long to eat them.
I mean, that's a decent sized container, though.
It was, but if you get like a handful, like if I put my fingers like this and I put my hand in there and I pick up cookies, I got like 10 of them there.
Dude, I want
That's a whole sleeve.
That's true.
So I could eat that, and then I could eat another sleeve. And by the time I get to my last couple sleeves, most of the box is already done.
I cannot tell you if I have ever. I'm sure I have, but I don't know if I've ever had these.
They were good.
I feel like I have had them.
Yeah, I feel like you had to have. I feel like you had to like.
Were they very plain? Just a plain.
Well, they were just they were just the kind of the.
It's a sugar cookie, right?
Yes, and shortbread.
Oh, it's a shortbread. Okay,
They
so
had
it had
sugar-
a little bit of a crunch.
They had sugar cookies, and they also had shortbread cookies in there.
Okay.
And then they had like a sugar cookie with like some type of fruit filling.
Oh,
It was like a fruit in the middle of one,
really?
but it was like a jam or like a jelly, and you would bite
Interesting.
into it, and it was like you could taste that flavor or whatever. But it was only like a couple of those. The rest of them were a bunch of shortbreads,
Yeah.
and the rest of them were a bunch of sugar cookies in different shapes, as you can see.
I think I think I see the one with the filling in the middle.
Yeah, I think that's what that
Yeah.
is. And then you had some different shapes and
I think
designs and
I'm-
wreaths.
I'm about 90% positive I have, but I don't know. Let's get to my favorite,
Oh yeah,
This
this
is-
popcorn.
dude. Popcorn tins, goated.
Yeah.
I
And the
just-
bags too.
Just pure nostalgia for me. Like,
Yeah.
it was always three flavors. It was the regular. It was the overly freaking salted cheese ones. That
Yeah,
was
why were
like-
those so salty?
It was like Cheeto dust on
Yeah, my God.
it. Super salty.
They were more salty than freaking like what do you call those things? The Fuego, freaking they start with a T.
Takis?
Takis.
Oh, yeah, very. And then they would have the caramel. You know, my thing was which I'm still sick, but you sick, buddy.
You sick, buddy?
I would mix the caramel and the cheese.
I would too.
I don't know what it was, but
They
it was like,
started doing
it
that
was-
now.
it
They
was
started
good.
they started selling them that way.
Oh, really?
After a while, remember?
I didn't know that. No.
After a while, they started selling them the cheese with the caramel in the same
They would
bag.
just put them all in the same thing.
Yeah.
Because when you got the tins, it had that 3-way divider in it, and you would have, I think the smallest one was the regular popcorn because everybody was like, yeah, that's what you eat last,
Yeah.
and then the big old one for the caramel and a big old one for the cheese.
Yeah.
It was kind of like in the shape of like a peace sign,
Yep.
and it was like, oh, I guess I'm.
It was kind of like the tin of the
Yeah,
cookies.
Yeah. And you would eat the caramel and the cheese first, and then you got down to the end, and the regular stuff would start falling in there, and you're like, eh.
Yeah.
But that tin, I think those tins got trashed immediately. Like,
Yeah, we didn't use those tins
I don't think anybody uses those.
because it was loose popcorn in them. With
Yeah.
the cookies, they were in like a little.
They were packaged.
Yeah, they were kind of in like a little.
Oh, that's right.
It was like a coffee filter.
Yeah.
They were in.
we would get those every year. I mean, they would last us.
That for
2,
some reason
3
that
months?
popcorn would last forever.
3 months, 4 months,
Yeah,
something like that.
that popcorn would last so long.
And you'd end up like getting to where the popcorn was stale, like the regular flavor.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it'll get to the point where the popcorn was chewy.
Yeah, and so you just throw the whole container out. You
Yeah,
didn't even,
you're not even using the container.
You didn't even just dump it out. You just threw the whole thing away.
Yeah, and then they started having the bags of them, like at fairs and festivals.
Yeah.
They had like in the little bags
And
that
they
you
were
could
all
open.
mixed?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
and you can get different kinds. You can get the caramel, you can get the kettle, you can get the
kettle. Ooh.
yeah, and you can get the caramel and the cheese. Excuse me. You could get the regular. There's all kind of different ones you can get, and they came in bags. I used to sell them.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, with my photographer friend Paul
When you worked at the fair?
at the fair. Yes, but
okay.
also when I worked with Paul had a bunch of them that he was trying to sell.
Interesting.
And so while we were while we were doing photo gigs,
Shout out, Paul.
shout out Paul. A big reason why I am as good of a photographer as I am today. three,
I don't know.
21 gun salute, 21 clap salute. But like sometimes we go to gigs or like at the high, like we went back to his college, Ball State, and we were like handing out a bunch of popcorn for like a couple $.
That's not a bad way to get a few bucks
Yeah.
tonight, man. That's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it was really weird because nobody expected it. Nobody
No.
expected the photographers to pull up a popcorn, but we did. And
I'll
made
take
it
a
work.
picture
We
and
got-
I'll feed you.
Yep, we got rid of all of them too. People loved
Oh,
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
these next ones, now
Dude.
people hate these. A lot of people hate these. I'm gonna put them in hell yeah. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
These. I get it, but still, they are these little drops of chocolate filled with a cherry and that cherry flavored cream that would run out of it when you bit into it. It got messy.
It was
and it was
messy.
really sweet. They were kind of overly sweet. But I absolutely love those.
I didn't actually eat them. Like, I've had them, but we didn't have them in my house for me.
Oh, they're fun.
When we moved to Merced and my mom met my stepdad, he had mentioned one time that he loved chocolate-covered cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Every year for about 15 years, we would get him chocolate-covered cherries for Christmas.
Yep.
He ended up telling us when we got to adults, he's like, don't you dare buy me another fucking chocolate-covered cherry. But we would get them for him. We would get them for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm when he told us that, I kind of faintly remember him being like, yeah, chocolate-covered cherries. And then throughout the years, be like, oh, chocolate-covered cherries. And I quit early on getting them for him. Or even my mom getting them for him, whatever.
Yeah.
My sister continued into her 20s getting him these.
That's hilarious.
And I think she was the reason he stopped liking him. He's like,
That's funny.
knock it off. I do not want these anymore.
Your sister just being a troll.
She's just like, here you go. Here you go. Every year, here you go. It'd be like warm socks for work, chocolate-covered cherries.
That's funny. Oh wow, that's some prank shit that I love.
And the Ben, what were those monkey shirt, the Ben something shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It had a monkey on it, but that was his
Curious
work
George?
shirts. No. It's like Ben something shirts, Ben Ape or something like that.
Ben Ape.
But yeah, it was like three things. It was like those shirts, warm socks,
And the
chocolate covered cherries.
These are so good, man.
They're not bad. They're not.
The thing is, they're too sweet. You can only eat 2 of them before you're just like, okay, I'm done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like 2 or 3. And they were, oh my god! Like you bit into it, then you got that cherry flavored cream, and then you get there's a whole ass cherry
The whole
in there.
cherry, yeah. I don't know how the cherry stayed so well preserved.
Well, it's not real. It's those wax, cherries, like
are they?
the red cherries, like those waxy.
Like the maraschino cherries?
Yes, maraschino cherries.
Oh, that's
and a lot of people
why.
don't like those cherries, but I like them.
See,
But the thing is, you can't eat too many maraschino cherries because then the wax, you start tasting it. And it's like, So I love maraschino cherries to an extent. and this candy is why.
So you're a Shirley Temple kind of guy.
Kinda, yeah.
All right.
So like the big cherries with the pits and the nut, like those are like the
Yeah.
real cherries. Those
Yeah.
are good. I like them. But the maraschino cherries were so sweet, and they added to this candy. And it's something else, man.
Can you tie a
No.
cherry stem
I know what
with
you're
your
gonna.
tongue?
No, I tried.
I can't either.
I looked like a weirdo trying to do it.
I don't know how people do it.
I knew somebody who could.
Freaking father-in-law can do it.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Like it seems like everybody knows someone who can.
Yeah.
But I can't. But like I know somebody. I think it was my sister, Mimi. I think she can do it.
I can figure out how to get it curled up into like a circle.
Yeah.
But I can't get the what do you call that, stem?
Yeah.
To go through it.
Yeah. What were people doing in their mouths?
Don't know.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you, their head game though, fabulous, goated,
goated head game.
goated. Shout out to all the goated head game people. You know who you are.
1 foot on the floor,
Ooh.
French fashion.
No diddling.
No diddling. Next we got. Good God.
This is definitely
It's-
not goated. You know what? It's goated for only one reason. When this shit gets when it gets brought out into the store, you know it's the holiday season.
Oh yeah,
that is it.
that's the only. Yeah,
but who buys
it's
this?
like Mariah Carey playing in the stores. You know it's Christmas time.
Oh my god.
This is fruitcake.
There's two things that are certain in life, or three things.
Yeah.
No, let's say four: death, taxes, Mariah Carey coming out during Christmas, and fruitcake coming.
Yeah. And it's not even that she releases a new album. It's just the same Christmas album and the same
now
Christmas song.
Does she make money off of that every year?
I'm sure she does.
Dude, could you imagine the royalties she gets? How many people play that shit? Way too
Every retail store,
many. Yeah.
not even in America, the world.
Oh, definitely. And I hate it.
Good God. Yeah, it's awful.
I love her, but I hate that song.
I like that they're at least kind of letting up on it. Because
Yes.
when you walk into a retail store, it's other Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Because you would hear Mariah Carey like 3 times while shopping for Christmas stuff. Now you hear it once every, I don't know, if I worked in retail, probably once an hour.
Yeah, something like that.
So, yeah, so
I told you
which
that
is
story.
still too much.
I tell you
That's
a
8
story
times
about working at a working at a hardware store. It's called True Value, and as soon as Thanksgiving was over and we came back that following day, immediately Mariah Carey
Yep,
for a whole month. Fuck that!
unbelievable,
I'll never do that again.
unbelievable. But yeah, fruitcake is in lame AF. We don't need to spend much time on that. Now,
Who eats it?
somebody, I'm sure people do eat it
I want to know
because there's a flavor.
If
I
you
can-
eat fruitcake, if you eat either this stuff that looks like it's fake, I get it. But the one that looks all jellied,
Yeah,
it's in
screw
a
that.
ring?
Screw that.
If you eat that, please tell me so
Screw
I can
that.
unfriend you.
Screw that.
That is so gross.
because this loaf, that's like a
you know what that looks like to me is somebody put crunch berries inside of a loaf.
That's kind of what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
Now, here's the thing. If you're eating a loaf like that, that's basically like a pound cake.
Okay.
There's some flavor there. It's not my go-to.
Oh, dude, I love
I'm sure
pound
people.
cake.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, but I'm talking about like fruitcake pound
I
cake.
know, yeah.
If somebody eats that, but it's not their go-to, I get it.
Okay.
Because there's at least some flavor there. But the circle,
The nasty
the
jelly
nasty
looking
jelly-looking circle
Ugh.
fruitcake, dude. Oh God, go to hell.
Yeah, please tell me who you are so I can unfriend you.
Next is just straight up marshmallows.
It's so. This is probably the most random thing on this list.
Yeah.
Like,
What are we making, s'mores?
I don't know. I mean, if it was, if it was Rice Krispies or
Yeah.
if it was s'mores.
Are people just popping marshmallows during Christmas?
just,
Yeah.
Chubby Bunny?
Yeah. Oh, peeps.
Oh, no. Go to hell. Go to hell. You definitely can go to hell.
I saw you gag when I said Pete. You went.
There's a special place in hell for people that eat Peeps and fruitcake.
Good Lord.
You people are sick.
Yeah.
And now, Pepsi? They made a Pepsi Peeps.
Yeah. Screw. Yeah. That's why I'm never.
No.
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 I haven't drank soda in a while. I'm probably never doing it ever again. I'm not supporting any soda brand for Pepsi's mistake.
I'm going to support Kirkland. That's about it.
Yeah. Kirkland gets my business. I'm not going to any big brands anymore.
Dude.
When it comes to Pepsi.
Disgusting.
Yes, or soda. I'm going to Kirkland, baby.
Just going to Costco and getting that
Yep.
Kirkland soda.
Matter of fact, I'm not even drinking soda at all. I'm drinking Liquid Death for the rest of my life.
Shout out Liquid Death.
Shout out Liquid Death.
Thanks for not sponsoring us yet.
I got something to say about them too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Next episode, we'll talk about
Oh,
that.
boy.
Next, we got gingerbread cookies, baby.
Okay.
You know what?
Hold on. Time out.
No,
Calm
not
down.
time out. Put them there.
Okay, that's fine. Before we start talking about them,
Okay.
yes, I love decorating them.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just frosting and sugar cookies. And then, no, I'm sorry, not sugar cookies, gingerbread cookies. But, wow, damn.
Yep.
Okay. You've went to 3 different spots. I'm waiting for it to keep going down.
That was going to say there.
Did you do gingerbread men? Or did you do the houses?
I mostly did houses.
Okay.
And I only decorated houses twice in my life.
I was going to say, I think I've done it once or twice.
Yeah.
It wasn't a every year thing.
No. I've never did. I did it with a girl who I dated in college.
Damn, same, bro.
Yeah.
I did it with a girl, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that
anyways.
that was the second time? That was the second time.
Oh, shit, really?
The first time was with,
Like in school or something?
I feel like it was school.
I think that was my first and second time.
Yeah.
It was like first or second grade.
Okay.
And you were just like, yeah, I get to decorate. We don't have to do any work today.
I feel like it was expensive.
I think it is.
Yeah, because
I really think it is.
I know they are now, and I feel like even back then, like the prices for those were pretty high because I never that was not like a regular school activity or something special.
Yeah.
So those were expensive.
If you look at gingerbread houses today, they come in a kit.
Yep.
I don't think they did back then. I think they
you're right.
They sought after every single
You're right.
item.
Yeah, you could like customize your house. Now they come with like a kit that are set.
So you had to
you're right about that.
I got to go buy the frosting.
Yep.
I've got to buy, maybe they had the pre-cut out sheets.
If you were lucky, one came with frosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you would do the candy canes for decoration. See?
Yeah.
Goddamn decorations
There you go.
again.
And then the dots, the little gumdrops too.
See?
Yeah. See. So these aren't even candy items. These are just what you decorate your gingerbread house with.
Yes.
But now here's the thing. This is what I think you were getting to. You would decorate it, but it's really just a ginger cookie.
Do you like gingerbread?
Not really.
I don't.
It's okay.
You know what
the only reason it's even kind of okay is because you decorate it with frosting and stuff.
You know what it kind of reminds me of?
What?
The flavor that I think
Ginger.
Well, yes. It's like to me, it was like a spicy cinnamon.
Yeah, that's ginger.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, nostalgia-wise, if we just went off of nostalgia and, which I think that's what we need to do on this.
Yeah, probably.
I would put it in like hell yeah or goated.
Yeah.
It's
what?
There
For nostalgia.
I mean, for nostalgia
reasons,
and,
goated.
Purpose of the holidays.
Yeah.
You definitely see gingerbread during Christmas.
For sure.
You don't see it throughout the rest of the year because
Sure.
you can't make a gingerbread jack-o'-lantern. Or, I mean, I guess you could do a gingerbread flag for 4th of July, but
If you wanna.
I mean, gingerbread hearts, like, no.
Yeah.
It's gingerbread men
It's
or gingerbread houses.
Yeah.
That's the only time you ever do it.
Yeah.
So, yes, for nostalgia and holiday purposes, it can be goated. But flavor-wise, you can go to hell, too, with the fruitcake people and the Peeps people.
Next, we got chocolate coins. Now, I don't even know why this is necessarily in Christmas time because I don't remember these being specifically for Christmas.
These are just random.
These next few are like there's definitely some holiday kind of significance.
Yes.
But along with the marshmallows, I don't know why chocolate coins are here.
I don't remember. No, you know what? I take it back. I do remember getting them in my stocking, but I don't remember getting them. I mean, just during Christmas.
Never happened.
You can buy them throughout the year.
I'll buy you throughout the year.
I wish you would. I need some money.
But yeah, like these aren't special.
You guys heard that, right? Derek said he would give me money. Anyways, or no, maybe you're giving Kayla money.
Oh man,
shit.
I don't know.
Oh, goddamn.
You know what? Generational wealth. Your kids are gonna be great.
Yeah. Hopefully.
They're good. You know, let's go to the next one. Lindor truffles, baby.
Lindor truffles.
These are a holiday classic.
These are really good.
They are.
Like,
now, would you choose this over Lindor? I mean, sorry. Would you choose this over Ghirardelli?
Lindor over Lindor? Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think.
And I think these are a little bit more holiday significance.
Yes, and not only that. Well, the reason I know of them as holiday significance, I didn't really get these in my stockings or anything, but I remember them being on someone's tree one year.
Yeah, people put them on the tree.
They used them as the bulbs.
Yep, some people would do that with Ferrero Rocher as well.
Yeah, Ferrero Rocher. What are we, cats now? What the hell? I recently learned that raccoons do the same purr, but
yes,
even
they do.
louder.
Yep.
Crazy.
Did you know that koalas growl?
Damn, that's scary. Actually,
yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
They used it for the T-Rex.
Off the topic podcast here. God, we should have named it that. Stick to the topic is what we should have called it. Anyways, yeah, I remember somebody one year putting a hook in it.
Really?
And using it as a bulb.
It's like that's cool.
Which is crazy
I
because
kind of like that.
Do you really ever see bulbs on anybody's Christmas trees anymore?
Anymore? Not really.
No.
Right now, what we're doing is LED string lights.
Yeah.
I see a lot more LED string lights because they're brighter, they last longer, and they're not as fragile.
Yeah, exactly. They're not fragile.
Yeah.
But would I choose these over Ghirardelli? Yes.
I would too.
Because the center filling, just from the center filling itself,
yes,
it's so much more better.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
It's just...
It's a good. Honestly, just a goated.
I'm going to get him goated. While it's goated.
Now, this is what I was talking about earlier with the carolers get at the door.
To their face.
Yeah, or they bring it with them. Just straight up hot cocoa.
Well, that's got marshmallows, I think, in the picture.
Maybe so. I think so, yeah. So, hot cocoa is one of those things that, for the cold months.
Yes.
But it's also, hot cocoa is different on holiday season, man. Like when it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
Because they bring out the different hot cocos for Christmas time.
They do peppermint.
Yeah.
I've seen one that's, during Thanksgiving, it was,
pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a huge pumpkin.
Or pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. I'm not a huge pumpkin spice, but dude, I love
I'm cool with
pumpkin pie.
Oh, yeah. I'm a basic bitch during Thanksgiving because I get the pumpkin spice stuff. Not everything pumpkin spice.
Well, you did. I remember you did.
But I had the pumpkin spice coffee, yeah. When it comes to coffee, I'm a...
Oh, you're a basic white bitch.
Bro.
Fuck yeah. I know we're off topic again, but you ever have a pink drink from Starbucks?
No.
No? I'm curious. I've never had one.
I would never in my life.
You're a basic white bitch.
Yeah, for holidays. Not for that shit.
You guys heard it here. He's not that basic white.
But they got the peppermint bark. Sometimes they got the peppermint bark, what was it? Starbucks packets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are really good.
Yes.
And you could put them in your drink, and you can make hot coffee with them, and then they have the creams.
Oh,
good.
You know what the cool thing was? We did them before we left California. I haven't seen them. I don't know if we've done them out here yet. Yes, we have. But what you do is you pour warm milk over a chocolate ball, and it melts the ball and releases marshmallows and stuff from inside of it. I'm gonna get you some for Christmas.
Please,
I'm gonna do that,
dude.
Because, dude, they're amazing.
Oh,
I had one because they call me the Grinch during the holidays, which because I don't want to decorate the tree. I'm like, fuck that tree.
Yeah.
So I always hang the 49er ornament and the Grinch.
Absolutely.
Those are my two ornaments I do every year.
Now, it can be fun if you have somebody with you and you're playing music. Not just festive music, but just music in general.
Well, it's usually kids fighting and people talking really loud. You know my family. They're
loud. Well, yeah.
Annoying, but I love them.
Anytime I've decorated a tree, it wasn't with kids.
Yeah.
In the background, so.
But
it wasn't bad.
We did. I got a Grinch chocolate ball.
Nice.
And they were warming up the milk. I think they put it on the stove. They put it over the stove. Big old thing of milk, so everybody could do one. Pour some into the with a ladle into the coffee cup. And you'd watch the top of the head of the Grinch melt, and inside little chocolates and marshmallows, and dude, it was so cool, so good.
Sounds so good.
And then you just mix it up, and it turns into hot chocolate.
Ugh,
dude, goated,
so good,
goated. Those things are goated.
Yeah, those are absolutely.
But that's what it kind of reminds me of too.
Okay,
so
I like almond milk.
Okay,
so when I heat up almond milk and then I put a packet in or have some chocolate in there. It's so much better.
Can you milk an almond?
It has nipples, doesn't it?
Can you milk me? I love it. Show me. What's that, Sam Elliott? Show me the tit on an almond.
Have you ever had
Do the mouth thing.
have you ever had cashew cheesecake?
No, that sounds horrible.
It's fantastic.
Is it?
It's delicious.
Is it made like cashew milk?
Yeah.
Oh,
What you do is you soak the cashews, then you get cashew milk, put it in a blender, put the cashews that you've soaked in that blender with
so you're doubling up on the cashews?
yeah, and then
You
you put
fucking
in
psychopath.
what is it called? Nutritional yeast. You put in nutritional yeast, you blend that up. It makes kind of like a cream cheese like flavor, but with the cashews. And then you put that in a crust, and then you basically do what you did.
cashews is a crust.
You put the cashew like substance, like the
Yeah.
mix that you made. You put that in the over the crust, like you would with cheesecake.
Okay.
So you put that over the crust, put it in the refrigerator, let it sit like a cheesecake, and then you take it out, and you got like little.
I would try it.
It's very rich,
But it's just like the Impossible Whopper thing. I'm not going to buy it myself. I'm not going to spend the money on it. But I
you
would
should
try
get
it.
homemade.
I would try it.
Yeah, it's hard to find it. You got to get it homemade.
We'll make it then.
No.
Okay.
Then next we have
It's the same
a candy
thing
cane
as,
again.
It's the same thing as the other one.
Yeah. Now this is a little. Actually, I'm gonna put this in hell yeah.
That's the gay pride one.
No.
It's a rainbow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, there's colors in here that the pride actually doesn't have. But
Oh, really?
yeah. Now this is like kind of like the rainbow like candy cane and not just the red and white. But here's the thing: sometimes you have different flavors. Sometimes this would still be peppermint,
Yeah.
and sometimes it would be like
Fruity?
like a fruit,
Really?
yeah, like a fruit punch type of.
I think the only ones I ever had that were, I mean, yeah, obviously the red and white ones are peppermint, but the ones that are the multicolored one, I think the only ones I ever had was actually peppermint. So
And
that's
sometimes it's
different.
spearmint.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Sometimes it's that too, but
they're both spicy.
But they're both minty.
Minty, spicy, whatever.
They're both spicy. But yeah, I mean, hell yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like we said. It's the same thing as the candy cane before.
Yeah, you put them in hell yeah though.
Definitely a ornament.
Yeah,
It really is.
yeah, because you mix
Decoration.
these with the peppermint.
Yeah.
Like you put these on the same tree.
It's
But the thing
same
is, you
thing.
would probably eat these. We eat these peppermint, the regular peppermint, the red and white peppermints
than the other
more than we eat these. For some reason, these were off-putting to me.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to eat it.
I wonder why.
I don't know what it was about it. I just looked at it and I was like, I don't want to eat it.
I don't want to eat them anyway.
Yeah, but I
you
put them in
ever
hell yeah for significance.
Did you ever have the cookies that were made like the candy canes and they were red, white, red, white, red, white?
No,
Man, we had like it was like a big. They were thick,
there were cookies.
and it was a cookie. It came in a package.
Huh?
It might have been a West Coast thing. I don't know, but it was like a shortbread. And I remember it was when Albertsons was still around.
Ah.
And that's what we had in Merced was an Albertsons, and we would always go there.
Shout out Merced.
Yeah. Shout out getting caught stealing something at the Albertsons in Merced.
There you go.
I stole candy from there, and I thought
Shout
I was
out thievery.
Shout out thievery, everybody!
It's the holidays, baby. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
That's right. But that place, it closed down. Yeah. And you know what's crazy is you could get. They had this thing there, and I know it's off topic again, but they had this thing there where you would put your coins in, and you could get like a certain candy or something. After a while, there was a way to get in it.
Oh.
And me and my sister would go there and take the coins out. All right, we can go buy us a soda from the drink outside. Such bad people.
I love it.
Anyways,
But next we got. Here's another one. Rolos.
it's such a random thing.
Why are Rolos here?
I mean,
Based on flavor alone.
it has no significance to Christmas.
You know what? There is one time that I went to someone's house for holidays and they had Rolos in the
You're
stockings.
freaking
I
kidding
am
me.
not joking. Because you brought it up, you said no holiday significance. As soon as you said that, my head went back to when I went to this holiday get together.
That's
And
weird.
someone actually did have Rolos in everybody's stocking. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about Rolos that makes people have it in people's stockings, but I had it.
Okay, so that instance, yeah, okay, that's fine. But what sort of significance does it have in the mainstream?
I have no
Christmas
clue.
Thing?
But no, here's the thing. I think it is kind of mainstream, though. I just don't know why.
That's weird.
Yeah. People put Rolos in stockings.
I mean, it's candy. It's a stocking stuffer. Okay. You know what we'll do?
But there's other stockings.
We'll say this.
Yeah.
Just because it says Rolo, I say move it to good and just say any sort of mainstream commercial candy bars inside of a stocking. Let's say that.
Okay.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm not going any higher than good, but
Right.
I mean, maybe that was the first one they thought of, and they were like, "Oh, I had this yesterday. I'll put this on the list."
Maybe. I mean, the two that are in Goated are Kisses and Reese's. Leave the Rolos out.
Yeah. But like,
just give me more of one of those.
Exactly. I don't know. I can't see it. Same thing with this one. I don't.
Chocolate covered pretzels.
Is that a thing? Like,
usually they're chocolate covered pretzels in like the red and white,
yes,
like holiday
or they have
colors,
or they have the sprinkles on them.
Yes, for some reason people just gave the chocolate pretzels.
Same freaking thing. Glass bowl. Kids are putting their freaking nasty hands through it. Same thing.
It is the same thing though, because
I'm sorry, or one of the trays.
Listen, over time, COVID grew to something different.
It was
in 2020.
Sweat and dirt.
Yeah, because at first everything was fine. The more we did it over our over our 30-year period of living,
lifetime.
Yeah, it grew into something more serious and more infectious.
Those damn kids.
It became COVID.
Fingers.
Yep. When we put the M&Ms loose in a jar, and then we put the pretzels loose in the same jar, and then kids were coming outside from God knows where else, putting their hands digging into the bowl,
pulling the Adam West. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Piece of candy. No, James Woods.
James Woods, Adam West, whatever, Family Guy.
But yeah, like they're good, but
now to end this out,
whatever.
To end this episode, that box over there.
Yes,
I would like you to go get it right now.
Honorable mentions.
Right now, go ahead and get it.
Okay.
So you go ahead and get that.
Yeah.
And we are going to sit down here, and I'm going to tell you what I think is in it, because I see a little top right now, and I see plastic.
Yeah.
Wrapping.
Yep.
This is in a present box.
Yeah.
For candy, and I'm going to take a wild guess and say that the one thing missing on this list in this box is a chocolate-covered apple.
You are correct, sir.
Fucking yeah! God, I'm good.
It's chocolate covered, and it's covered in little, what do you call them?
They're
chocolate chips.
Chips, yeah. I knew it. I was thinking the same damn thing.
Yep, covered in caramel, too.
So I believe that's at least a hell yeah. I'm not going to say goated, but I would say hell yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely goes with not Halloween, Jesus.
Holidays.
What holidays?
Yeah.
That we're in right now, the Christmas holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It kind of bleeds into the next holiday because these are also very Thanksgiving. But with Thanksgiving, it's usually just like the caramel apples.
Mm-hmm. Just
these
regular
are the
caramel.
Yeah, these are caramel and chocolate.
This is like candy apple.
Yeah, this is and it's massive too. It's like a Fuji apple.
Dude,
I think it's huge.
Pick that up by the stick. Dude, that is a big ass apple.
Yeah, that's massive.
Now, do you like? Because I've had both.
Do
you like them with the red apple or the green apple better? I'll tell you, me.
Green apples usually for Halloween.
I do not like green apples, period.
I like green apples, but I don't like them with chocolate.
Just the sourness of them, I'm like,
That's why I don't like them. Like with even with caramel. Mm-hmm. Green apples are they're better by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, because with the caramel, they're okay.
I feel
but I don't even really care for them with caramel.
I feel like the caramel dumbs down the sourness.
A little.
But
it kind of takes the bite out of it.
I can't do. I'll do the yellow and the red.
Yeah, because the red apples are better with like caramel to me.
Yeah,
and they're better with chocolate to me as well. I don't know what I'm assuming that's a big Fuji apple. I guess we'll find out.
Do you have any other honorable mentions for
Yes.
I'm curious.
Now
I couldn't think of anything.
I can. There's something you probably had before. If you go to the store, you've definitely had these before. Now, do you remember going to the store during Christmas time?
Okay.
And you would go into like the candy section and you would see the cookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And almost every time there's this assorted pack of cookies. They're usually in a tray with a cover over them, like a plastic cover.
Yeah.
It's an assorted pack of cookies. And these cookies are always just regular basic cookies, but the frosting is Christmas themed. You remember seeing those?
Vaguely.
Yeah. Because they're not really crunchy. They're kind of like soft-ish.
Yeah.
And they're like
They're not
gingerbread.
They're not soft like those ones.
No.
Which I just thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cookies, period.
Which one?
Sugar cookies.
These?
I think that's cookies, period.
Oh, just cookies, period.
During the holidays.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Because they would look like sugar cookies, but they would have the frosting over them, and they would be shaped in like Christmas stuff. You'd have like
that sounds so familiar.
You have a gingerbread shaped one and a Christmas shaped one and a Santa shaped one, but they weren't. They were just cookies.
Yeah.
And they had the frosting over it, but they all tasted the same.
Man.
Yeah. And sometimes you could home make them too, because they would come. Sometimes you can get a pack of like cookie cutter themes.
Yeah.
So you can get like cookie cutters that have like Christmas themes, and you can cut these cookies into those themes and then put the frosting over them. And it would just be the shape. Now, I went to a house, my stepmom, I went out in, this was deep Indiana. Like this
Shout out stepmom, deep Indiana.
This was like in the freaking boonies where I could go and we would like, ride like little,
like banjo playing boonies?
Basically, yeah.
Ooh.
Like out in the middle of nowhere, Indiana.
Shit.
Like your neighbor's 10 miles away.
Oh, damn.
Indiana. Like you a whole bunch of land. They had John Deere little 4-wheelers that I would go out there and ride into the,
Nice.
the little yard they had out there, like the maze thing. And then so way out there in Indiana. And they always had these cookies. They had so many of them, though. They were so good.
Indiana
I wanted to eat all of them.
Louisiana.
Indiana.
Okay.
I wanted to eat all of them because they were so good, and a whole bunch of family was coming and eating them and stuff like that, but they never got finished. And I hated that because there was so many, so I didn't want to finish all of them and get sick. But when I took them home, they weren't as good.
They were good during a party.
Yeah, they were good during like the holiday season. Everybody's getting together, everybody's laughing.
There's certain foods that are like that, I feel like.
And that was those cookies were like that. They just had like a special place in my heart, and I knew the day after they won't be as good.
Yeah.
But those are my honorable mentions.
To end this.
And that would be in goated.
To end this, I'll give you my honorable mention because this is what we do. This is just me and my family. This is what we do because my stepdad's parents would do it every time we'd go over there.
Mm-hmm.
There was 3 items that were always there.
Okay.
We would go there. We would drive up from Mariposa to Ceres or Merced to Ceres.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Childhood Homes.
Shout
Because you didn't say shout out Mariposa. So,
True.
But we would always go there, and it was always pepperoni pizza from Pizza Hut.
Nice.
Little Smokies.
Mm.
And Aram sandwiches or pinwheels, whatever you call them. I usually call them pinwheels, but my wife told me Aram sandwiches this morning. Grandma is in California. Grandpa is no longer. Hasn't been for a while.
Okay.
We are doing that on, we're going up there next Saturday. Or this Saturday, whatever.
Absolutely.
And we're doing that tradition still.
No, good for you.
So that is our tradition that we usually do.
Nice.
So.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But this has been another episode of the Itchy Sweater Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember to like, share, follow, subscribe, rate, comment, all that good stuff. Make sure you do the thing, say the thing. Make sure you Booker T. 5 time. And thanks for listening once again. And Itchy Sweater
Podcast.